What's up guys, Corvus here and welcome to episode 350 of my Pokémon Showdown Random Battles series. On the previous episode we managed to get 3 wins and 0 defeats, taking us to 725 wins, 319 defeats, a 406 game differential. Let's hope to increase that today. We're aiming for 425 game differential by the end of the series. Let's hope we can make it, and let's get underway with battle number 1. Okay guys, battle number 1, and we're going to lead off with the Yanmega versus the Kingdra. Now this is not a good matchup for me, I know that. I outspeed, so I'm going Air Slash. I'm going for the flinch hacks. He may Dragon Dance, but I'll still outspeed. It's a 30% chance. We get the 30% chance, that's very nice. And it's going to cause my opponent to forfeit. A Bug Buzz would have actually taken him out on the second hit. So we are going to pick up a win in battle number 1, very quick, short battle unfortunately, but let's get on to battle number 2. Okay guys, on to battle number 2, and we have a regular Ninetales against a Sceptile. It's a pretty good matchup for me. Let's go for I know he outspeeds. Let's just go for a Fire Blast. He is Mega, and he has EQ. That kinda sucks, but this Fire Blast should do a decent amount, it does. Very good. Do I want to switch out is the question. Do I value Tropius more than Ninetales? Not really. Let's go Tropius. I have a 100% chance of getting our berry back in the sunlight. So that's why I did that. Hidden Power Ice not going to take me out. I'm going to eat the citrus berry. Harvest should get me my berry back and we'll eat it again. Go up to 68%. We have took down my opponent's Mega, which is kind of huge to do on your first Pokemon. Or second Pokemon, I suppose, without losing a Pokemon is the important part. Tapu Koko. Okay, that's kind of a big problem. Let's go for a Toxic. If we live. Which I very much doubt. Thunderbolt will probably kill with the electric terrain. I can't even tell that there's electric terrain because of the sunlight. Wild Charge not going to take me out. Toxic is going to land, which is very nice. We're going to harvest the berry because of the sunlight. And we'll just go for a Giga Drain this turn. It may have been a bad idea to Giga Drain previous turn. I don't think it would have made too much of a difference. Is he banded is the question. Let's go Mamoswine. Let's go for a Earthquake. If he wants to switch out, that's okay with me. I am banded though, so it won't be great for me. Actually, let's go Ice Shard. 2 Ice Shards will take him out, and I'm pretty sure Tapu Koko doesn't get any fighting type moves. I could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I think the only one that gets fighting moves, actually it may get Focus Blast. Although I don't think it does. Tapu Lele gets Focus Blast, and Tapu Bulu gets Superpower. But I'm not sure if Tapu Koko and Tapu Fini actually get fighting type moves. What's this? Damn. You can't say this, but it says Mamoswine, ignoring abilities, weaknesses, fire, fighting, grass, steel. That was a very risky play, but it paid off. Let's go out into Ninetales. There's the overheat, which I actually did predict there. Let's go for a Fire Blast. If he was Specs, then he just screwed himself over. Because yes, he's not Specs, but that's fine. We could pretty easily take, without the sun, we could have took the... That was a bad play by me. Actually, Ice Shot does 38%, so I need him to damage himself again. So here you can see Mamoswine. I'm guessing my opponent used a code in the chat to find out what Mamoswine was weak to. Let's just go for a Moonblast. He shouldn't be able to do too much damage to me. Even overheating the sun shouldn't kill Clefable. I'm pretty sure. Although this is a Life Orb set, as opposed to a bulkier set. So it may take me out. My opponent's actually in a really good situation, assuming they can get rid of the Mamoswine. Which they have 3 Pokemon unrevealed to do. Yes, my opponent is definitely doing that, because Clefable's weaknesses just came up. I'm weak to Poison and Steel, I resist Bug, Dark and Fighting, and I'm immune to Dragon. So we have quite a new Pokemon player here, or at least new to the competitive scene. Maybe they've only played Pokemon Sun and Moon perhaps, and haven't seen Pokemon such as Mamoswine and Clefable, although Clefable is in Sun and Moon. Mamoswine is not, so that would kind of make sense. My opponent has disconnected though, and we're going to give them about 30 seconds to reconnect. If not, we're going to take the win. And yes, so that's an interesting thing. I've been noticing that more recently, the past few days, quite weirdly, there's been quite an influx of newer players, from what I can tell. Which I suppose that could be people finally beating Pokemon Sun and Moon and now going on to Showdown to practice for competitive, maybe. Something like that. But we are going to class that as a win, guys. My opponents took about 45 seconds since I said I'd give him 30. So that's going to be the second win of the episode. Let's get on to the third battle of today's episode. Okay, guys, on to battle number 1. Battle number 3. Turn 1 of battle number 3. Well, if he has Sturdy, Sunseal Strike should kill, because it ignores abilities. So it ignored the Sturdy. So he would have normally lived a Steel type move on 1 HP there, but because of Sunsteel Strike's ability, he died. Which is very nice, because an Earthquake would have hurt Solgaleo very much. Skuntank's gonna come out. Do we want to switch out? And if we did, the question is, what would we go out into? I guess Xatu, no. I was going to say, guess Xatu can take most hits, because I was thinking, oh, he's going to go Fire Blast, which he is going to go for. We'll go Mandibuzz. There's the Fire Blast, as I predicted. Let's go for a knockoff. Get rid of the Skuntank's item. Although it is a Life Orb, so he would have whittled himself down. Unfortunately, no Roost on the Mandibuzz, which would have been a nice thing to have. Unfortunately, we have Whirlwind, U-Turn, Toxic, and... oh, that's very nice. Knockoff. Right, Yuxi, what are you going to do? I'm not sure. We have a Mega Sceptile this time around. It's a mixed Mega Sceptile. We are going to go for a Toxic. It's gonna Yawn. I'm gonna Toxic. And that's okay with me. We are going to go out into... do I want to go Rotom? I'm going to activate the timer. I'm going to go out in a Rotom. It's going to use Heal Bell. That's a good play. Let's go for a Thunderbolt. It's going to knock off. That's fine. Gets rid of my leftovers. Not the worst thing. Let's go for another Thunderbolt. Should take out the Yuxi. It's going to switch out into his own Rotom. Which, that did 40%. So that's nothing to shake a stick at. That's a decent amount of damage. Well, obviously Speed Tie, because we're the same Pokemon. It's going to Willow. Doesn't really matter, because I'm just going for Thunderbolts. And we're going to win the Speed Tie again, take him out. Very good. Of course, his Thunderbolts would have done less than my Thunderbolts, because he was Water Electric, I'm Ice Electric, although his Hydro Pumps would have done quite a bit. We are going to burn the Xerneas because of the quite... Okay, you're going to kill me. Because of the quite rare chance that he went close combat. We're going to go Sunsteel Strike. It'll do a good amount to the Skuntank if it came out. That's a good play because then he can bring Skuntank in freely. Okay, he's going to disconnect. Are you really disconnecting? That was a good play. I just complimented you and then you go and disconnect. Come on. Give him a couple seconds here. See if it was a genuine disconnect or if it was a rage quit. It looks like it was a rage quit. So we are going to pick up our third win of the episode. This is episode 350 though, so we are going to have 4 battles today. So let's get on to battle number 4, guys. Okay guys, final battle of the day, and we lead off against a Stunfisk. I'm going to switch out to Gligar. Because I actually really fear the paralysis on Lopunny. We are going to go for the EQ. It's a 2-hit KO, it's nice. Scald, not the best thing for us. That did a ridiculous amount of damage for Eviolite. Earthquake will take him out here though. It's gonna go Mega Venusaur. I love that I just say Mega now. I just ignore the fact that it may not be a Mega. Because it always is a Mega. Giga Drain going to recover less than the Earthquake did. And he can't actually kill me if I Roost up. So let's Roost up. Okay, he can crit and kill me. Of course. How did I even kill? I was on like 60... I was on 65.2%. His previous hit had only done 31%. A crit shouldn't have killed in any world. What happened on that second hit? I have no idea. Let's go Crest, because I outspeed. And we'll go for a Psychic. Psychic may one-shot, although it's Mega Venusaur, so it probably won't. It's going to switch out an Arbok, which isn't a... What? Okay, so you're a Zoroark. I'm not that stupid. Yeah, so it was super obvious that you were a Zoroark. The fact that you switched in on a Psychic type move with a Poison type. So Arbok is the last Pokemon in his party. Dark Pulse not going to take me out. We're going to Nightshade, break the illusion. Does the illusion always break when the Pokemon gets hit? I thought it was when the Pokemon fainted. Okay, well that's fine. Let's go for a Nightshade. He's going to take me out, that's okay though. We can now go Lopunny. Yeah, let's go Mega Lopunny. Mega Evolve and go for a high jump kick. Gonna go Mega Venusaur, fair enough. High jump kick should still do, well, not really anything. We are going to go Malamar this time. It's gonna Leech Seed, that sucks. That really sucks. Let's go Crest. See if he double Leech Seeded. And if he did, can he please miss this turn? Did the Zoroark not go down? No, it didn't. I thought it had. And being perfectly honest, I thought I had killed the Zoroark. I missed the fact that it switched out. Let's go for a Ice Beam, because it'll do a decent amount. That's the Zoroark again. It'll do a decent amount to the Zoroark and a decent amount to the Venusaur. We don't want to go for another one. We're going to switch out into... Is he going Psychic? Or whatever Psychic type move Zoroark gets? Because if he is, I shouldn't go out in a Lopunny. Let's go Malamar. Gonna go Focus Blast, so it was a good job I didn't go out in the Malamar, but I should have out into Lopunny, but I should have went I should have stayed in with Cress. I had the right idea. I just wasn't ready to commit to it. Okay, so Cress is in a good situation now. I can do a decent amount of damage to all these Pokemon. I actually outspeed those two. Not sure about Arbok, and it has Sucker Punch, which is a huge problem. That's the thing lots of people forget. Right, he's going to bring this out, which actually outspeeds me, which sucks. We're going to go for a Rock Slide. It's going to Leech Seed. Okay. It's going to be a 2-hit KO. Let's go for another Rock Slide. Gonna Giga Drain. That was... I suppose it didn't really matter. We're now gonna go Cress. Let's go for the Psychic. It may be a good idea to sub. Let's sub. Predicting either a Leech Seed or switch into Arbor. He's gonna stay in. He's gonna knock off. That really sucks. That really sucked. I was really hoping to get a free substitute there. Okay, we're gonna go for another Psychic. He has to switch out Mega Venusaur if he doesn't want to lose it. He didn't want to lose it. He's gonna go Zangoose. Oh, Zangoose can often have Pursuit. Do we let Cress go down? The Venusaur is within kill range of Volcanion. Oh, but it's really awkwardly in kill range. Let's go Volcanion. I think Volcanion's less needed to win this battle. Let's just go for Steam Eruption. For no real reason. Toxic damage is going to wear upon him. We are just going to go for a return here. Going to go out into Stunfisk. There's no reason to risk the... Let's just check. Yeah, he can't outspeed. Let's just go for another return. No reason to risk the high jump kick. That's so irritating. I didn't know he had static. Oh, that just lost me the game, I'm pretty sure. With a Hitmonchan. Please live, Lopunny. Looks like we're gonna get one loss, 3 wins today. It's gonna bulk up. We're gonna be fully powered. Are you kidding me? He out-predicted himself. He shouldn't have bulked up. If I had crit with high jump kick, it would have killed him. But he shouldn't have bulked up. There was no reason to. So he would be dead at this point if I had managed to land one high jump kick, even if it didn't kill. Gonna Mach Punch, it's gonna take me out, and my opponent's gonna win battle number 4. So we're gonna get 3 wins and 1 loss today, guys. Taking us to 728 wins, 320 defeats, a 409 game differential. We're slowly making way up. But if you've enjoyed today's episode, guys, make sure to smash the like button, hit subscribe as well. And from me, Corvus, thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.